Bad news, everyone. Stalker Field. I don't know what that means. Not responsible for damage or theft of vehicles or vehicle contents. Well, I got some sad news. The only vehicle I have are my 2 little bat wings, but I'm guessing this is not a graveyard because, oh, that's for parking. Wonderful. Now, I'm going to push on because I know that soon I'll be nestling my little bat head against a tombstone as a police officer and resting. And now I'm just entering more life. Generally, I don't mind running into people, but today that would be exactly the opposite of what I'm looking for, unless they were dead. Even if they were a zombie, they probably wouldn't be around a graveyard, so I'm guessing I wouldn't be getting any warmer there. Or they might be. It depends. Well, it also depends on, you know, what movie's rules you're going by. Now, I know all the rage these days is zombies. It's all about zombies, and I'm guessing that there's probably plenty of zombie rulebooks out there, so I'm guessing there was somebody who came up with a collection of, you know, the best zombie movies and then written a rulebook about what it is that they're supposed to do or supposed to not. And so I'm guessing the corpse would have to be alive or dead for, like, I mean, it couldn't be bones, it couldn't be walking bones. So if I was to see a zombie, the probability that there's a graveyard nearby is a little slim because, well, it depends on how many zombies. If it was one or a couple of zombies, yeah, maybe then. But if it was lots of zombies, then, well, we're dealing with an outbreak then. But, I mean, most people in a graveyard have already decomposed to the point to where they wouldn't, you know, have any flesh. And when we speak of zombies, is this a virus? Because I don't think in every movie it's a virus. Again, I haven't read the fucking handbook on zombies, so I'm not gonna act like some sort of a zombie expert or anything. But, and if you're a diehard zombie fan, don't leave me a bunch of comments about how I'm bastardizing the name of zombies, because that is not my intention. You know what? If you want to, go ahead, because at least say something to me. And if you personally are a zombie, I'm guessing you wouldn't be able to leave me any hate mail, because your mentality is that of a body living off of its basic biological needs that only wants to consume the flesh of others and the brains. So you probably don't have the will or even the ability to comprehend that, you know, I just bastardized your entire species. Is it a species? You know what's worse than a zombie? Well, yeah, I know, it's 2 zombies. Or a zombie on fire, sure. Black zombie. Could you imagine if there was a zombie outbreak going into a ghetto neighborhood? It would be like, I mean, if there was a zombie outbreak, what would you rather be? Would you rather be in a white neighborhood, or would you rather be in a ghetto neighborhood? I, for one, I'd rather be with Mexican zombies. I'm starting to wonder if any of these people are zombies, because right over there, God, zombie dogs. Oh Jesus, they've learned how to drive cars. I'm going to brave the dangers and walk past these what possibly could be zombies. Kind of look like a zombie, but I'm not sure. Luckily there's a police officer right there. Unless he's already been transformed into a zombie. Oh God. Jesus Christ. That's not one, is it? They just start coming out. Random places. Oh God, they're building our economy's infrastructure. And they're staying in shape. Zombie bingo. Like how the Chamber of Commerce that they just put on these happy little frogs to try to lower my guard. We're the Chamber of Commerce. We've got happy frogs. No zombies here. God, that's a different one. Trying to lure me in with your wily ways. This whole street has been taken over by zombies. The Red Rooster Zombie. We have your artisan zombie breads. Welcome to our open house of zombies at the Speckled Hen Zombie. Oh, that would be fucking creepy. Zombie hens. Probably the least scary zombie is a zombie in high heels. It's like, there's no way you're gonna catch up to me. You know what's worse? Having a zombie girlfriend that bitches about walking around in her zombie high heels all day looking for brains. Trilobite zombie. Everything tea. And zombies. The Sweet Bee Zombie. Yeah, that actually reminds me of the Lost Plagas, those parasites from Resident Evil 4. A lot of people didn't like Resident Evil 4. You know what? It was a great game. I enjoyed it. And that's it. I enjoyed the idea of the Lost Plagas. I enjoyed that. It was actually the first one I ever played. I didn't even know what I was getting myself into when I picked it up. But I picked it up, I brought it home, and I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. And I probably played it at least 6 times straight. Over and over and over. So, and they also released this HD remake on the PlayStation 3, which I did download. I think it was missing some of the extra content that was found on some of the other game. You know, that's the one thing I'm not gonna miss. I mean, when the entire world is nothing but zombies, you won't be able to drive cars, so they won't be able to interrupt my commentary. I think there's like a whole bunch of fucking zombies in there. When I think of a zombie riding that, I'm not too scared. That zombie's kind of cute. We have our bicycles so that you can escape the zombies. There's that llama again. I'm sad to say, but we're not serving zombie cupcakes at this time. Maybe I should ask somebody where the graveyard is. And be careful that they don't rip into my skull and consume my brains. Crazy bat brains. As you can see, there's not really anywhere to walk other than this narrow strip of grass. And I'm feet away from the road where I could get massacred, which would, I was gonna say expedite my trip to the graveyard, but it'd actually be a longer process given the grieving and the preparing of my corpse for burial. Although it wouldn't be a very long reception since I don't think anybody would show up. Oh god, I've got 2 choices. Salmon Stream or Cemetery Creek. Always 2 paths. Is that Salmon Stream? I don't see any salmon. I see a lot of trash. And I'm just going to up the ante by leaving it up to surprise the viewers. Am I going to see some salmon, or am I going to see a graveyard? Graveyard. Really intense anticipation, as if I'm stepping into Disneyland. Except I don't have to deal with all of the obnoxious brats running around. Ah, fuck. That's all I brought was glass containers. We are in the graveyard. I'm walking around with the thought that there are dead bodies underneath my feet. Somewhat erotic. Oh, also that cemetery that actually that open space where I was first stepping onto in the beginning of my video, turns out that was somebody texted me again. Turns out that was an Indian burial ground, and there used to be a house there, but then they tore it down. And so yes, I was walking atop dead bodies even though there weren't any markers about or anything. It's a fellow Icebat fan. I hate owls. I like this one. It's got wolves. I just get this sense from stepping around this place that I mean, we all have an end. Have you ever seen, I don't know, maybe in real life, maybe in movies or anything, like a skull or a human skeleton, and thought to yourself, this is all that we are, this is all that we turn into once we die? I mean, given first there's the continuing growing of the fingernails and hair, there's the rigor mortis, the gases that are produced from the growth of bacteria in the body which cause the bloating, stench, and possibly the amounts of parasites that are forming within. Although after that process is completed, I mean, oh, what we are is bones. Just thinking about the, I suppose you could call it, triviality of life. How we all have our fears and our worries, our anxieties, our desires, and then this is where we end up. But it's what we accomplished within our lives that lingers on. And there's only true death when there is no more life. But then, I suppose you could go so far as to say that there is only peace when there is death, as there is no more pain and suffering. There's always a choice between life or death.